What's up, Berkmar? It's your girl, Madison Schultz, and today we're interviewing yours truly, Mr. Williams. So, yesterday I went around Berkmar asking teachers and students questions that we would like answers to.
Sounds good. Let's do it.
Okay, so let's get right on with the video. How was your first year at Berkmar?
Outstanding.
Your first month, actually.
Yeah, first month and a half almost. I'm having a blast. I am absolutely in love with the students. We've got a great group of students, a great group of staff members. Our community is awesome. As you guys know, I'm familiar with the Berkmar community, but things have gotten so much better since my last time here, and I am having a blast, like I'm having a good time. I believe in the bee.
What are your goals for Berkmar?
One of my biggest goals is to really help us transition and really move into this super winning culture of being the best at everything that we do. And I know that sounds corny, cliche, but it is the truth. Everything that we do and everything in which we're measured by. And so I will say, from graduation rate, to our fine arts programs, to our athletics, to everything that we get measured on, I want Berkmar High School to be the best. And so when measured against other schools, Berkmar High School is going to be the best.
How come your suits look so good? Who's your tailor?
Wow. All right, so this is a first. Never got that compliment before, but really no tailor. And so like I'm blushing now because I've never been complimented like this before, but no tailor. Mr. Williams. Mr. Williams just kind of puts some things together every now and again, but thank you. I'll take the compliment.
What are your expectations for now until the end of the year?
That everybody puts in their best effort, that we all believe in each other, that we all push each other, that we all stay positive and open, and that we work together to accomplish things and to really and truly help everybody achieve not only our personal goals, but the goals of the school. And so I know as individuals, our students have their personal goals. Our responsibility as a staff is to help everybody get and reach those goals. From an administrative standpoint, our responsibility is to support the teachers, to support the students doing so. My responsibility as principal is to support our administrators in supporting teachers. And so that support is wide ranged, but the ultimate goal is for everybody to reach their goals.
How long is construction going to take?
The new building, the new Performing Arts building should be open the fall of 2021. And so we're looking at a 2-year project.
Oh. If you had to choose another job outside of education and teaching, what would it be?
So a couple of things. I love karaoke, and so I'll probably be a professional You know what karaoke is?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll probably be a professional singer. I would love to be on the big stage. Like at the Grammys, singing a song, but I can't sing, and so that wouldn't work. In my past life, I was a pretty good basketball player, so maybe a professional athlete. All seriousness, if I had to really choose another profession, I'm not sure. It would not include working with students, working with young teens. I absolutely in love of doing this, and so if I wasn't working in schools, I'd probably be doing something in sports with recreation with kids.
What made you want to be a leader? What made you want to be a principal?
Oh wow! When I got into education, I started as a guidance counselor, and loved that profession. I was then had some conversations about folks being in administration, and I was apprehensive at first, and then we gave it a shot, and I absolutely loved it because I had the opportunity to touch more kids. And so as a counselor, I had a set group of kids of about 100, maybe 200 kids. No, I take that back, sorry, more like 300-400 kids was the caseload. But when I became an administrator, you now get to touch the whole school. And then obviously as a principal, you get to touch the whole school, you get to touch the community, you get to touch the cluster, you get to touch a lot of individuals, impacting lives across the board. And so that's what drives me every day. That's what motivates me every day, is the opportunity to support students like yourself reach their goals. So you know, that's the reason I do what I do every day, is to help folks.
Have you ever heard you look like Drake?
No, that is new. So Drake is what, probably 20-something years younger than me. Never heard that I look like Drake. That's a new one. I wish I had some of Drake's money.
How will you take the voice of the students and use it to lead the school?
Man, I want to hear as many voices as possible. I try to keep my door open for not only students, but for our staff to come down and have conversations. One of the challenging parts is when you hear the voice of the students or you hear the voice of the staff, you know, actually being able to act on it sometimes becomes a challenge. However, if I don't know or I don't get the opportunity to hear the voice, then there's absolutely no way that I can impact whatever it is that voice is hoping. So, you know, our students specifically, I absolutely want to hear the voice of the students, because at the end of the day, that's why we're here. If our students aren't in the building, then I don't have a job, and none of our staff have jobs. And so our goal is to serve the students. Although it may not feel that way all the time, our job is to absolutely serve our students. And so I absolutely want to hear the voice. Also, I'm big on what can we do at Berkmar High School specifically to address the needs of all students. I don't believe that we do everything 100% right or good for all kids, and so the more I hear from all kids, the more we can try to adjust some things to meet the needs of every student, and that's extremely important to me.
Did you used to DJ?
Wow. So used to is really not the right term. I still dibble and dabble every now and again. In no way, shape, or form am I a professional. Where do you get that? Where do you get that from?
The
students asked it. So yeah, we played around just a tad bit. It's in the bloodline. My dad's been music connoisseur for years. I got a twin brother. My twin brother dibbles and dabbles in it as well, and so yes, I do play around with it. I wouldn't say used to. I still fool around in my basement from time to time.
In your basement?
Yes, in my basement. Yeah. So I'm a home DJ. Yeah, I DJ for myself most of the times.
So what made you switch from DJing to counseling to leading a large amount of students and faculty?
Wow. All right. So let me clarify the DJ thing. Never really a professional DJ. Again,
Okay.
like I said, just kind of, you know, in spare time. I do like music. I love the arts, you know, in all sense of the word. And so never really was a professional DJ, just kind of fooling around with it. Getting into counseling, to really give you the background in that, as I said, I was a fairly good basketball player coming up, did play Division I basketball. And once my basketball career was coming to an end, I knew I wanted to coach. And I knew I wanted to coach in high school, and so I became a guidance counselor so I could coach in high school. And shortly thereafter, I think I coached maybe 2 or 3 years, and I really didn't like coaching anymore, but I absolutely loved counseling. And so I stayed in counseling for 11 years, loved every minute of it. And then when presented with this opportunity to impact more kids, I jumped all over it and became an administrator, and the rest is history. And so spent a good 5 or 6 years as an administrator, and the last 5.5 as a principal.
Why did you choose Berkmar to be the principal of?
Berkmar is my home. It's been my home. In 2006, I transitioned from South Florida to Georgia.
I'm from Florida too.
Are you? Where at?
Miami.
I'm from Fort Lauderdale, girl. We right down the street from each other.
I went to school in Fort Lauderdale, but I lived in Miramar.
You know what? We're going to talk later. Let's finish this real quick. So yes, I transitioned here in 2006, and Berkmar High School was the first school that I worked at. I was a counselor here for 3 years, and then I became an administrator here. I have nothing but love for this community, for our students, our staff. I have been watching Berkmar from the day that I left in 2013. And hoping and begging for an opportunity to come back, and it presented itself this past May, and I jumped all over it, and I begged and I begged and I begged, and they gave me the opportunity. So I am absolutely thrilled to be at Berkmar High School. Wouldn't want to be anywhere else.
So you met our last principal.
Yes.
What's your opinion on him?
Love Dr. Taylor. Dr. Taylor is someone that I've admired for years in his previous role as principal, but also in his days as assistant principal. And so I have, in a lot of ways, mirrored myself and some of the things that I've done based on the things that I've seen him do. He has paved the way for a lot of administrators in this district. He obviously has done some fantastic things at Berkmar High School. The school it has been accomplishing great things for years. His leadership has led him to where he's at right now. And so he is absolutely a mentor for me. He shared lots of things with me in this transition, and he continues to share things with me in this transition. Got nothing but respect for Dr. Taylor. He's an awesome guy.
So that's all our questions.
Okay.
Thanks for coming, and we hope you have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, ma'am. This was awesome. Believe in the bee.